Good morning. Happy Monday. Some exciting news on this very dreary and gloomy Monday morning. So on a poll taken, and statistics show that on this Monday morning, even though all these Trumpies are all for this big disastrous bill, and they have no problem with SNAP, EBT, WIC, and everything else, Medicaid taken away from undocumented migrants who, first of all, do not receive those benefits. But let me tell some great news on this Monday. Statistics show in this poll that was taken that 6.8 million people that are on SNAP are white. 4.1 million are African American, and 3.7 million are Latinos, Hispanics. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Share the video for awareness. But I think that when all these changes come around, the ones that are going to have their panties in a bunch and are going to be very upset are the Trumpies. But I hope they have the day and the life they deserve. For the rest of you guys, stay safe out there. Happy Monday. Blessed week. I love you.
Government assistance was made for white people. The fact that the programs are made in like 1935, like in the 1930s, says it all right there, given the fact that black people were not even considered people under the law at that time. But I've really been doing some more research and reading, and I read an article and they were talking about how like up until like the 60s or 70s, black people really could not qualify for government assistance. And that is absolutely disheartening, being that now it hasn't even been 100 years later that black people are now the face of all racial stereotypes regarding government assistance in Section 8. Meanwhile, these same programs were never even made for us. Meanwhile, black people had to jump through hoops to get qualified. Meanwhile, people talk about black fathers not being in a home, and these same government institutions were not wanting the men to be there.
Too many privileged white people are coming here on this app and they're talking about people that benefit from food stamps, which most of them happen to be white. Most of them happen to live in Republican states, red state. Now, don't blame the Democrats, because this is absolutely Trump's doing. He can fund it if he wanted to. He's funding ICE. He's sending $40 billion to Argentina. Why are you not mad with him? The only thing the Democrats want to do is make sure that you have affordable health care, and people are getting their notice. So not only you're not going to have your food stamps until the government is back in order, but you're going to have a big freaking healthcare bill coming January. And before you start coming over here complaining about the Democrats, I need you to go to the videos in which people are crying, teachers, healthcare professionals, in which their insurance has doubled or even tripled. Good luck on trying to get food and trying to stay healthy. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but this is the frustration that we have with you, a lot of MAGA people, because you guys still haven't done your due diligence in reading Project 2025, in which they are trying to destabilize the government and that they want to do away with all the safety net. Why? Because it caused chaos. But I'm going to tell you who's going to be just fine. It's going to be the black and brown people, because we have always been resilient. How about you go to your legislator and tell them how much your insurance premium is going up? Or how about you tell your legislator, you want me to have children, you want me to raise children, but you don't want to give me money to feed these children. Stop telling women what to do with their body if you're not going to help them in the end.
Finally, you get to see the true America. The stipulation has always been that black people are lazy, that black people are on welfare. Well, guess what? A lot of poor white people in the red states are now crying that they're not getting the EBT money from the EBT cards. Why? Because they are on welfare. They have 7 and 8 kids. Now the truth is coming out since Trump has slashed funding for the EBT and the SNAP programs. You see how many white people now are on welfare. So all this mythical stuff about black people being on welfare, oh, it's the blacks, it's the blacks, it's the blacks. Now you're seeing the real America, that it's not only black people on welfare, that there are a lot of white people on welfare also. There are a lot of white people, a lot of poor people living in those red states, and those red states that voted for Trump are now getting hit hard.
White people, I just have a question for you. Do y'all really believe that all black people receive EBT? Like, this is the third time this month that a white person has said something to me pertaining to EBT. I was called an EBT princess. I was called an EBT recipient. And I was also told that I won't work on a farm, but I prefer to sit and receive EBT. When I don't even get EBT. Would I turn down some free food? No. Would I qualify for EBT? Also no. But you think because I'm black that I do? Like, you're so busy walking around with hate that you thought you had a way to look down on someone else. So you said, oh, you EBT. When, guess what? Black people are not the leading recipients of EBT. But you know who is? White people. Imagine that. But you have so many of white people walking around with their nose turned up, like they have a reason to look down on us for receiving EBT when we're not even the leading recipients. But then better yet, if someone is receiving EBT because they need EBT because they're having a hard time in their life, why would you ever try to look down on them anyway? We pay for the stuff. Secondly, stop trying to look down your nose at anybody, okay? It's time to change the narrative. I don't know if y'all get it in an email, just a group message. Do y'all receive it in a newsletter? I don't know if y'all get papers in the mail that say this is what black people is. But listen, y'all should really just take the time to just start getting to know black people, because what's in your mind, what you think about us, it's not even true. But you would rather walk around with that hate. Oh, you receive EBT. If I did, I would be enjoying my free food. But I don't. Kill the narrative. Okay? Maybe, you know what? You're so hateful that you want to take some time out to just go read. To just do some research. Before you spout nonsense. Before you spout hate. For no reason. It's crazy. But I digress.
Hi, this is Attorney Davis responding to your comment. And as I mentioned before in the original video, yes, statistically speaking, white people are the biggest beneficiary of welfare programs. And I just want to drop some knowledge on you. Not on you specifically, but on the original comment, the person that posted it. All right, so a little bit about me is that prior to becoming an attorney, my trade actually is economics. I'm an economist by trade and education-wise. In fact, I was going to work on Wall Street prior to becoming an attorney, but I wound up becoming an attorney. Now that that's out the way, let's get to the raw statistics. All right, so white people are the biggest beneficiaries of welfare. White people make up about just about a little bit over 40% of welfare, being recipients of welfare. Another 25.7% is made up by African Americans. Approximately 10.3% are Hispanic.
All this wool scandal goes down to the voting. Many of the people, what they are going through, if you had asked them before if this could have happened to them, they never thought of that. Many of the people on this platform or in the region thought that the SNAP benefit belong to the black community, and if they vote the red man in, they thought they will never be affected. But now you can see, at the end of the day, the percentages you have seen there. Number one, it's the whites. Number two, black American. Number three, Latinos, Hispanic, and etc. etc. At the end of the day, what people need to know is food stamps benefited many people in the region, especially the disabled people, the single mothers, the people who could not feed their families. They were really benefiting from this. But because of racism, most of the people thought this is a black thing, but no, it was not. Now you can see so many people are just suffering because of voting in the wrong person. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who do you think benefits the most in this food stamp scandal? Like the video, share the video to your friends, and credit belongs to the creators of these short videos.